everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys come into today's game looking for a way to pick up win number 10 on the season. It's the Seahawks going up against the Cowboys.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he's got room. And he'll be knocked down sideways.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
This time, Wilson will throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got it. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas rolls his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Prescott from the gun. around in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Maxwell. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll try to run with Rawls. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. Give him 9 yards on the carry there, a good run, and now 2nd and goal. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
On the ground, Rawls. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Everyone, 4 down.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw is Prescott. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. And tough starting field position here. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Okay, work with me here. Make sure I'm clear on this one. Inside their own 10-yard line, and they run a toss play. I know it worked, but ordinarily that takes a lot of chutzpah to do something like that because the only thing more dangerous is trying to throw the ball in that situation and maybe taking a big loss.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. From the gun on third down, Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now John Ryan, 12th year in the league, on to punt it away, standing just outside his own goal line. A shifty move by Dez. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And this defense not giving him anything there, maybe a yard up to the 36.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Returnable for Lockett. That's some strong running. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin. On 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. On second down, Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson operating from the gun. He's got the rookie, Amara Darboh, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Going up top. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson. And an alley to run. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
First down, this is Rawls. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Now he'll escape to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Trey Madden, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. We remind you, no night game tonight on Christmas Eve, but we make that up with 2 games under your tree tomorrow. Oh, that's nice. Yes. I'm just reading the card. I got to give props to our writer, Ed Brady, there. But we start with the Steelers and Texans at 4:30 Eastern, followed by the Raiders and Eagles, a Super Bowl 15 rematch. You impressed that I know that?
I'm very much impressed that you know that. It was the MVP.
Yep, trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Prescott now on second down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Cliff Averill in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Third and long for Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Lockett. Tyler Lockett, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
Brandon, I loved his game in college, and I thought he would translate well as a pro. Boy, did he exceed my expectations. Another punt return for a touchdown.
Busted onto the scene as an all-pro returner as a rookie. He's not looking back. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley. A first down throw for Prescott. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. David Irving in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. A swing pass caught. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. Happy holidays, Larry. Your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We got some football to get to. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Michael Bannon in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, Rawls. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Wilson going to give to Rawls. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line down at the 2. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Rawls. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are able to make things a bit more respectable. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada. And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play. Fielded about a yard deep. Nifty move. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around. Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth. They start on the ground with Rawls. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game. 2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chidobe Awuzie, the rookie from Colorado. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
Oh, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now it's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyle Wilber leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Partner, I know the ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's Chidobe Awuzie, the rookie from Colorado. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Wilson again to Rolls. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. good, solid yardage, you'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Heavy, got heavy.
To throw on second down. Wilson dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Demarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And out now come the Cowboys. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They go to Elliott again. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a toss. This is Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 2nd down following the run. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Wilson from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Right. Inside right here. Inside on the right. Down on the right. Good. Hey.
Looking to throw. Prescott. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. First down, Prescott. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Detroit! Three down.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.